All right, here we go. And we are live. Okay, welcome. Today is Tuesday, May 7th. And I know that it has been a few days when I did Coffee with Markus last. So, when was it? We saw each other last week, I believe. Anyhow, I'm back. It was a busy weekend because I did a live boot camp in Houston where we had more than 70 traders and I've shown them how to trade stocks and options. So let me just quickly double check if we are good to go here because today we have a full full program, right? We're going to talk about what's happening in the markets. And yes, there's a lot going on there right now. But let's make sure that we are live on YouTube. So I'm going to hop over there for just a second to make sure. And we are live. Good, good, good. All right. So, as I said, going to talk about what's happening in the markets. I'm going to show you the stocks that I'm trading right now. Then I want to talk to you how to follow through with goals and swing trading versus day trading. Which is more profitable? Because this is one of the questions that I receive all the time. Now, if this is your first time here, hi, I am Markus Heitkoetter, and I show people how to generate an income by trading stocks and options. Because if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And trading can be simple, and I'll prove it to you. But first, let's talk about what happened today in the markets. And today, wow, it was almost a bloodbath. All indices are down. Let's take a look at this. So here you see the Dow Jones and the Dow down almost 500 points. We're down 473 points. So what happened here, if you look at the markets yesterday, so yesterday before the markets opened, there were some tweets from President Trump where he said that he would raise tariffs on Chinese goods from 10% to 25%. And he said that's going to happen on Friday. And yesterday, the markets opened sharply lower. But then everybody thought, oh, the trade talks will be okay and everything will be fine. And markets bounced right back. But today, this is when traders realized, well, seems to be a little bit more serious of you. So for sure, there are, oops, there we go. There are some trade leaders here right now. And we see that the markets bounce back a little bit going into the close. But yeah, the Dow down 1.79%. The NASDAQ down almost 2%. So let's take a look at a few key stocks here. And one of them today can't catch a break, right? Boeing. So Boeing still going down here. And you know that a few weeks ago, one of their plane types was grounded, the Boeing 737 MAX. And this is when Boeing really crashed here. Bounced a little bit back, then we're doing okay, but today down almost 4%. Now, another stock that was in the news today is Lyft. Lyft had its IPO a few weeks ago. We talked about this, and the IPO did not go well here, as you can see. So I think the IPO was at $72. Lyft went up to $78 and then all the way down to $56. Today, Lyft reported earnings for the first time since they went public. And you know what? At first, it looked good because they said our revenue in the first quarter went up 95%. And you would think, wow, they went up 95%. That should be good. But then they disclosed it and they said, yeah, you know what? We lost $1.1 billion in the first quarter. So yeah, and when you lose $1.1 billion, that's obviously nothing that shareholders like. So Lyft today down 2%, not yet trading at the lows, but definitely not doing good. Now, one of the things that I did not know about Lyft, I saw that today, Lyft has a 40% market share. Did you know that? I did not know this. I've been using both Lyft and Uber. For me personally, I prefer Uber over Lyft, but hey, what do you know? Uber is about to go public, and so this is why right now investors are very closely watching what Lyft and Uber are doing. So how can you make money in these crazy markets? Let's go back here and look at the charts really quick one more time. If the Dow is plummeting almost 500 points, how can you make money? Well, as you'll see in a moment when we'll talk about the stocks that I personally trade, all the stocks that I have in my portfolio right now are in the positive. So it is important that you stay away from the mainstream stocks and trade what you see, not what you think. So let's talk about the stocks that I own here right now. So first of all, let's switch over back to the charts. One of the stocks that I have is OLN, and with OLN, I'm betting on a falling market. And of course, it helps if overall the market is going down and you are short stocks. So this is one of the stocks that came up on PowerX Analyzer, and we'll talk about this in a moment of how exactly I derived my entry signal here. So as you can see, I went short, betting on a falling market at 23.04, and right now, this stock is trading at $21. So a plunge of more than 10%, and I'm nicely profiting from this. So you might be wondering, how do I find a stock like this? And this is where I use a tool called PowerX Optimizer. It's the software that I developed. So this is what I had programmed by my programmers, and it helps me to identify stocks that are basically going both ways, up or down, based on 3 indicators. Now, the 3 indicators that I like to use are RSI, stochastics, and MACD. And if you would like to know more about how exactly I use these indicators, how I find the best stocks to trade, when I enter, where I place my stop loss, and when I take profits, I have a website set up for you. It's called mytradingroutine.com, and there's a video that plays. It's 35 minutes that shows you exactly how I do all this, explains these indicators in more detail. And if you're interested and would like to know how I do all this, go to mytradingroutine.com, and if somebody could type it in the comments, I would really appreciate it, because I see right now that I'm not even seeing comments on Facebook. So right now I only see your YouTube comments, and for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thanks for all the comments. Make sure that you like, subscribe to the channel, and all the good stuff. Another stock that I own is VSTO. So VSTO is a stock that is my portfolio. Here I'm betting on a rising market. Now, as you can see, I entered here at $8.82, and it went all the way up to, what is it here, $9.50. This is when I already took some profits. So right now I'm still positive with this stock, even though today it pulled a little bit back. And you see, the 3 indicators are telling me that we are still good to go, and we might see a continuation tomorrow. So I'll be holding the stock until I see that one of these indicators is pointing the other direction. And again, if you would like to know more, it's on mytradingroutine.com. Finally, the last stock that I have in my portfolio is SLCA. Again, here betting on a falling market. And again, this is where I entered at $15.17. Right now it is trading at $13.99. So very nice profits here that I was able to take already. So my first profit target, as you can see here, was at $14.28. So I already took some profits, and now I have a free ride. And again, if you're interested in learning more about the way how I trade and the software that I use, go to mytradingroutine.com. So today I was looking at another stock to buy, CDXS. And this is the stock that I was looking at to buy today. This is a trade that I did previously. So here I wanted to buy it, but as you can see, it went down. So therefore I did not get into the trade because I let the market come to me. So I had my order in the market, but didn't get filled here. So right now in my portfolio, I have these 3 stocks. All right. So in a moment, we're going to talk about, what did I say we're going to talk about? Yes, how to achieve your goals, right? How to follow through, and swing trading versus day trading. Which one is better and which one is more profitable? But thus far, is this helpful? If so, please type in a comment. Let me know if this is helpful. Just say, yes, good stuff. If you have any questions, please type them in there. And if everything goes right with technology, I'll be able to see your questions here and answer them towards the end of the show. All right. Good. So in a moment, we are going to talk about swing trading versus day trading, which is more profitable. But first, I want to talk about this. How to follow through with your goals. You see, we all have goals, whether it's making more money, finding more time for friends or family, or just getting rid of bad habits. And setting goals is easy, but sometimes it's difficult to stick to them. And right now, I'm going to show you a simple trick that will help you to follow through with your goals. So let's get started. You see, most people have goals, and that's good. But often it is not easy to follow through on your goals, is it? Have you ever had a goal and then didn't follow through? Here's a simple trick that will help you to achieve your goal. Have somebody who's helping you to achieve the goal. Sounds trivial, right? But let me explain. Think about it this way. If you want to lose 10 pounds, it's actually quite easy. And you see, honestly, I probably could lose 10 pounds. Actually, I could lose 20 pounds. And here is how to easily achieve this goal. Eat less, exercise more, right? But easier said than done. But let's say, just for this example here, that I want to exercise more. Now, there are 3 options, right? Option number 1, I could join a gym. And many people do that, and then they don't go to the gym because, well, I don't have time, there's traffic, the gym is crowded. We all have a long list of excuses why we can't do it, right? So that's for most people not really an option. So let's talk about option number 2. Another option is that I could buy some expensive equipment. For example, one of these Peloton bikes or one of these Bowflex machines. But come on, let's be honest. After a few uses, it probably becomes an expensive clothes hanger, right? So what is the third option? Well, the third option is I could hire a coach. Now, this coach would show up 3 times per week at my door and say, all right, let's go. Put on your running shoes and let's exercise. And he would have a personal plan for me. He would know exactly how to motivate me. He pushes me when I want to quit. You get the idea. Now, what do you think? Which of these 3 methods would be most effective? Of course, right? Hiring a coach. Now you might say, but that costs money. And you're right, absolutely. But you need to ask yourself a simple question. How much would it be worth to you if you achieved that goal? Trust me on this one. Hiring a coach would probably be cheaper than paying for a gym membership that I wouldn't use. Hiring a coach would probably be cheaper than buying fancy exercise equipment. Now, some people might say, come on, Markus, you could do some simple body weight exercises. That doesn't cost anything. And you know what? You are right. And some people would get great results with it. But for most people, including myself, hiring a coach will be the most effective way to achieve your goal. And in the long run, it will be the cheapest way. And it doesn't matter what goal you have. Obviously, if you have a weight loss goal, you would hire a weight loss coach. But if you have a financial goal and you want to become a millionaire, you would hire a financial coach, right? Anyhow, so I just thought about it today and thought I would share it with you that I believe in the long run, hiring a coach is the cheapest way and the most surefire way to achieve your goal. Do you agree? If so, leave a comment and let me know what you think. Have you actually worked with a coach before? It doesn't matter in what area of life. Could be a financial coach like me. How did the coach help you to achieve your goals? Let me know, and as always, feel free to share this video with anybody who might find this helpful. make sure that you subscribe to this video or to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure that you see notifications first. And also, I would really appreciate if you could hit like a few more times. All right. So back to trading. Let's talk about trading here now for a moment. People ask me all the time, should I day trade or should I swing trade? Which is more profitable? And that's what we're going to talk about right now. You see, swing trading versus day trading. Which one is better? Well, let's define it first. When you're swing trading, and it doesn't matter what instrument, whether you're swing trading stocks or options or Forex, when you're swing trading, you're holding your position for a few days. For me personally, I like to hold a position between 5 to 20 days. When you're day trading, you're opening and closing a trade within 1 day. For me personally, when I'm day trading, I'm usually in a position between 5 and 20 minutes. So again, swing trading, 5 to 20 days, day trading, 5 to 20 minutes. So what are the main differences and what are the pros and cons? Let's talk about the first factor, time. When day trading, you need to sit in front of the computer. I personally, when I day trade, I sit in front of the computer for 1 hour. And here's one important thing if you want to succeed with day trading. 2 conditions have to be met. You need to be ready and the markets need to be ready. What do I mean by this? Well, some people say, you know what? I'm working throughout the day, so I'm busy, but I can day trade at night. And so they say, all right, so what is the best market to day trade from 8 to 9 p.m.? Probably no market because the markets are not moving during the time. So based on my experience, markets move in the open and in the close. So this means between 9 and 10 Eastern time, which is shortly before the open and shortly after the open, or then from 3 to 4 o'clock, which would be right into the close. So this is where, for some people, it might not be possible to do day trading. On the other hand, when swing trading, you can do it anytime, especially when the markets are closed. All you need is 15 minutes per day. The way how I like to trade is I like to look at charts at night when the markets are closed to make my swing trading decisions for the next day. By the way, if you're interested in how exactly I'm doing it, I've set up a website for you. It's called mytradingroutine.com. And if you go there, you'll see exactly how I find the best stocks, when I enter these stocks, where do I place my stop loss, and when do I take profits. And this is for stocks and options. So the first criteria, time. If you do have time throughout the day, day trading might be for you. If you do not have time throughout the day, swing trading might be better for you. Now let's talk about profit, because after all, I said we want to talk about what is more profitable, swing trading or day trading. Here's a rule of thumb. The smaller the time frame, the smaller your stop loss. Let me give you an example so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say you're trading a stock and the stock moves $2 per day. When you're swing trading, you need to place a stop loss of at least $2. Otherwise, you might get stopped out throughout the day while the stock is moving. And when swing trading, you want to be in a position between 5 and 20 days, so you need to give the trade a little bit more room. So therefore, you need a stop loss of at least $2. When day trading, you can use a much smaller stop loss. I personally like to use a stop loss that's 10% of the average daily range, the ADR. So in this example, if a stock moves $2 per day, you can choose a stop loss of only 20 cents. So the stop loss is much, much smaller. Therefore, even though most people think that day trading is riskier, it is actually less riskier because you risk less. Now, the disadvantage is a smaller stop loss means that you have a smaller profit target. The golden rule for me is that for every dollar that you risk, you try to make $2. So in our example, when swing trading and you're risking $2, you're trying to make $4. On the other hand, when day trading and you only risk 20 cents, you're trying to make 40 cents. So what would you rather make, $4 or 40 cents? Now, here's the important thing. When day trading, of course, you have more trading opportunities. So when you're swing trading, you might have one opportunity per day. When day trading, you might have 4, 5, maybe 10 opportunities per day. So even though you make smaller profits, you make more of these smaller profits. Here's what I personally do. I personally swing trade stocks and options, and I day trade futures for leverage. Especially with futures, you have enormous leverage. For example, in crude oil, you have a leverage of 1 to 1,000. What does this mean? It means that if crude oil moves $1 and you're trading one contract of crude oil futures, you're making or losing $1,000. So think about it this way. Swing trading is like learning how, or it's like driving a car at regular speed. Day trading is driving a car on the German Autobahn with 160 miles an hour. So when swing trading, you can take your time to analyze the market. When day trading, you have to be absolutely focused. And this is why I only trade for 1 hour a day. Because after 1 hour, I lose focus. And when it comes to day trading, this can be difficult or can be dangerous. Let's say it like this. So which one is better? Day trading or swing trading? Well, it depends on your situation. If you do have time throughout the day to watch the markets and you know what you're doing, day trading can be very profitable. If you're new to trading, I recommend that you start with swing trading and then after a while add day trading to the mix. So now you know the difference between day trading and swing trading and what's best for you, and I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please leave a comment. Let me know, what do you prefer, day trading or swing trading? Or if you're currently trading, what do you do and why? Why do you swing trade or why do you day trade? Or why are you intrigued with one over the other? Leave a comment below and I look forward to seeing all your comments. Now, was this helpful? If so, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Facebook, you will see that there's notifications on the top and you can click on notifications and see first. This way, you will see the videos when I post them first and you get a notification. Well, I hope that you enjoyed watching this show as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And as always, if you know anybody who might find this video helpful, please feel free to share it. Now, for those of you who are here live, I would like to take a look at your comments and take a few minutes to answer your comments. One of the challenges is that earlier my internet went out, so I had to restart it right before I came onto the show here. So therefore, right now, I am seeing all the comments that you have on YouTube, and I'll see if I can make some magic happen here to see if I see some comments on Facebook as well. Wow, there is a lot of comments. So first of all, how do you get the 3 indicators to show beneath the chart on TradingView? So this is a very specific question related to trading, and I'll be happy to show this to you. This was just comments on Facebook that my team is sending me here that I can answer this. It's fairly easy. You click on the big plus on this one here, and this is how you can add the indicators and they will automatically show up on the chart right underneath. Okay, so fairly easy. You just go to tradingview.com, click on this, and that you can do it. Or have it the easy way and get powerxoptimizer.com, because here you see I don't even need the indicators. The way how PowerX Optimizer is programmed is that when all 3 indicators are green, when all 3 indicators are indicating a buy, you'll see that the chart is green. When all 3 indicators are telling me that a stock is more likely to go down, it's red. And when only 2 out of 3 indicators are true, this is when it is black, and it means stay on the sidelines. Anyhow, great question. Hope I could answer this. Drift Jeans is asking, how do we deal with 401k investments since most do not allow to offer shorts or ETFs or minis? Well, with 401k investments or IRAs, right, instead of selling short, you could simply trade options. So when a stock is going down and you want to bet on a falling market, you can buy a put. And I believe that I have a video for you about options trading, and I'll see if I find it. If so, I'll post the link in the comments here. Okay, so that's how you do it. I highly recommend that if you have a 401k that is no longer active, so if your employer is no longer matching your contributions, that you roll it into an IRA, because with an IRA you have much more possibilities. Yeah, you can trade stocks and options, and you're not only limited to mutual funds, which is usually a limitation that you have with the 401k. So great question. All right, let me see if I can see all the Facebook comments here. So this is where my team is helping me out, and this is why I'm looking to this side. This is where my big monitor is. Here's the camera, here's the monitor. Okay, so good to see everybody. Hey Connie, hey Debbie, hey Naveed. So good to see you. Lorena, so good to see you again. Louis, hello. Okay, so here we go to the comments. All right, Louis says, going to check the website later. Very interested? That sounds good. Well, it's a little bit difficult right now. Usually I see when you're writing a comment, I see them coming in. So here's what I'm going to do. I will respond to the comments in writing. How about this? So I'm going to close the show here because, again, my technology a little bit tricky here earlier because the internet went out for just a moment. We do have some thunderstorms here in Texas, some really bad thunderstorms. So it seems that it affected the internet somehow. So if you do have any comments, I'll jump over there right now, finish the video here, and we'll answer your comments. Again, thank you so much for being here today. I'll be back here tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be here at 4 Central Time, 5 Eastern Time. So please make sure if you're watching this on YouTube that you subscribe to the channel and click on the little bell, because this way YouTube is notifying you when I'm coming live and online. And on Facebook, I do believe that Facebook says something like, hey, enable notifications, because this way Facebook sends you a quick notification when I'm going online. So good to talk to all of you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.